Hey everybody, I'm Dune, and this is another episode of Factorio Megabase. How's everybody doing today? Last episode, we were building out petroleum gas for our sulfuric acid. It's really these two outposts supply all the sulfuric acid for this. I'm sorry, all the petroleum gas for the sulfuric acid plant. Um, so far that seems to be good. Let me check on production. The average is up almost 300,000. So we've got all the petroleum gas that this currently needs and four more. We were looking at maybe sulfuric acid wasn't, producing enough. But until we get really space science pulling on the batteries, we probably have, we're definitely sufficient for the moment. I was looking earlier, the end of the last episode, unfortunately I didn't get this connected to a roboport when I set up this station, and it's not something I can go back for easily, but anyways, you have to hover a mouse over a provider chest to see how much is in storage, and we have 580,000 in the chests that aren't requester chests, and we have our 32K. We can hover a mouse over the red circuits that's coming from the chest, and that's 32K. So all total we're over 600,000 batteries. So we're good. Now we need to set up accumulators, outposts. Literally it'll be this setup, but this is it'd be very similar to this, but this one is chem plants, and we want the assembly one, so it'll be just like our electric circuits, green circuits. We'll have batteries, and we will have iron. I believe it's iron for accumulators. Whoops. Yes. So it's roughly 2.5 battery trains to one iron plate train, and then those take 10 seconds to make. But I'm sure once we get the station set up, it will be all we could ask for and more. We'll need accumulators for our satellite production. I'd like to kind of set it up over here next to our solar panel outposts, but maybe set it opposite side, but this is kind of copper territory. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a plan for that. Maybe we do it right here. I don't know, but I'm probably going to need to expand low density structure at some point, and this would be, without having to rebuild it completely. But here's a nice place. So let's head over here somewhere and build out an accumulator, and then we are going to also need a radar outpost. I think that's ludicrous to build a radar outpost, but at the same time, build it, forget about it, and just pull trains of all the stuff you need. So because satellites are just a ridiculous, they're what, 5-6 items. So I don't know. I can't see making an outpost for that guy, but we're gonna have to. 6 different items for those guys. Well, I suppose I should kind of look forward to it. It will be my biggest outpost yet. Anyways, that's down the road yet. We need accumulators and we need radars before we can do that. So accumulators and radars. So I don't like to have these outposts or these things kind of across from each other. At the same time, I really don't want you know, more intersections sort of on main track. I don't know. I mean, they're not technically, nobody's technically predominantly main, but this is a pretty main stretch. This is a main stretch. So it's this one. This one, of course, has a lot of traffic on it. This one has a fair amount because it has all the plate going up to steel. Steel build right here. Has a lot of iron plate coming from the south as well as from the north iron. So, that said, probably want an intersection roughly across from this one. This doesn't have a whole lot of signals on it. That's interesting. We should have a look at that. Anyways, I'm going to head over to that one after we gather our materials. Let's grab a blueprint to say our green circuit build and begin our planning. Could maybe grab some of that track. It's probably extra at the moment. Is that all our wires? Yes. Okay, that's good. Let's do that one down below. Don't want that. But I wanted to grab this one because it's got the green and red wire as well as this one. And then this transfers fuel, but we're not going to need that. And these will be probably in different places, but they're not really hurting anything. We can right click a few of them out. Oops. Okay. That'll give us our ballpark for both radars and accumulators. So kind of as we begin every episode, we set out a couple things, and I realize I don't have sound, so I'm going to have to Alt-Tab out a second. Actually, just I have sound coming out my main speakers and not my headphones. There we go. Now I hear the game. And I realize the microphone might have been a little far away, so, I mean, just a couple inches, but I know that can make a difference. So let's get that. All right. So we're going to need a whole ton of modules. Beacons, modules, assemblers, let's top off that pile. Definitely going to need inserters, probably a stack or 2 or 3 of power poles. Okay, that's our power poles. 350 and 300 are the modules. And probably a 140 on the beacons. So, whoops, I think I got those backwards. Yeah, we don't need so many speed modules. And another stack of productivity modules. Okay. Inserters, we need 250 just to give us one more stack. All right, chess. How are we on beacons? Another bit there, that should be the 140. We have 250, so chess, dink, dink. So that gives us 100 each of those. We'll take those off there. We need basically 150 of each. We'll do, plus of course what we carry on hand. Roboports. Drop those 45 and then right click those and that will give me 900 and 100 more. So 1,000 bots. Roboports. And that pretty much is going to do it. How am I on stations? 3, 5. I'll definitely need 5. Take half stack. I think I was running kind of low on bridge track. I don't think I'll need any at the moment, but I like to have it on hand. Put those away, but we are going to need, we're definitely going to need 2 trains minimum. Batteries and iron. We already have 1 iron or battery train, but we can grab, we'll definitely need to set up a couple. And plus the accumulator train itself. So maybe I shouldn't have been so hasty in getting rid of those locomotives, but so 1, 2, 3 trains we're going to need to make. That's 15 locomotives. That's enough. Oops, I don't want liquid trains. I want cars, and that's enough for 3 trains. And we should have everything else in my train track car. You know what? I realized they put out an update and I've turned off automatic updates. So there's a fix to a bug we reported just a little bit ago. Actually, let's see here. This should be red. Okay, there it is. Let's put that there. Actually, I want to be a little further back. I want to connect it. And then shift right click and then pull it into place. And it should start loading up. And then V to disconnect it. Except I disconnected something else. That one and grab that guy. Okay. Should all be good. I'm going to grab a few things. I'm going to top off my lights. Drop some pipes. These are left over from our petroleum build we were doing last episode. Don't need all those on hand. Don't need the cliff explosives on hand. And let's top off landfill. And pumps. I don't know why I have 2 extra pumps, but let's dump those. Okay, that looks good. Now, kind of where we're going. is right in this area. Actually, we're going right here. Let's remember when we get there that we can fix that wire to the robo port. So maybe we'll just program the LDS station in, and then hopefully we'll remember to stop before we go into there. But let's see if we have it in our list. There it is. So as we around the corner, we'll switch to manual and come to a stop. Let's go fix it. So let's put in these signals here. Signals are a little far apart in my opinion. They were close enough in my old reasoning on how signals should be done, but that was quite some time ago before I really kind of figured out how signals should be. For south, I need to go to the robo ports. So right now this is only telling us how many are in the chest, and we want it all totaled up. So let's see, this is just add that to there, and now we should have the real total, 676,000. All right. Now, I still only wanted to take up like this amount, right? You know, but if you do a T intersection, the in is on the right side. So so you kind of want the stacker on this side here. I suppose I could do a four-way intersection right here. I don't know, what's that going to look like? Probably use the, instead of a roundabout in this case. Where is it? I passed it somewhere. Oh, maybe there we are. We use, whoops. We use this guy. It's probably going to be too big. We lose, you know, this is built too close to the track to use this guy. This is called the Celtic knot. What about the roundabout? It's definitely smaller. It definitely would fit. It's not the prettiest of situations, but I'm going to do it. So I'll have to create, maybe add a little bit more room than that. Go this way a little bit. Because this guy just won't fit like this. Right? So literally its in-out track is really something like that. To fit, to be, I mean, that would be the if we're going to do a equally parallel track, that way, if we ever wanted to do something like that, we could. Be out in that direction. We wanted to provide extra insurance, spacing. That one's already, well, it's not exactly one length from it. Alright. Probably don't need a fourth track down here. I hate it when I don't plan for something and then go, ooh, I wish I had. Pull up this other one. I'm definitely going to have to pull up a ton of this wood. So we'll switch to our other armor, because that's going to require quite a bit of power. So let's take a look at this. This is going to be like so. Assuming I got actually got the provider and requester just reversed. Up. I know I might have had that right. That's right. Oh well, that's good. Just realized we're also going to need an exit row. Like, oops, come on, draw straight. Full? No. And then Okay. All right. That should be the deal. So get those things closer. This one is going to curve more in like so. All right, let's get our train in here. This one's going to come in over. This may not be exactly like these things. Oops. Don't really want to erase those, but they're going to be in the way. So that's going to be a 3 here. Rail signal, chain signal, chain signal, chain signal, rail signal. This is all out of power. I think that's got power. It's got power. Just have to be moved one space. Then we can do our stacker. Do it like so. Let's see, whoops. Let's see how this one's done. It's kind of parallel. Let's curve this track then. Depends on where we want our station to be. Do we want our station here? I mean, I think it's a little tight for that. Could have the station come in here. Then maybe exit out. Yeah, let's have our station. And is that gonna look good? Yeah, I think I should do it as initially thought. Right here. Just been right next to them. Let's get our train in there. That's good for there. Track. And do we have room for wood in that? Yes, we do. Oops. Let's grab Roboports. These chests out of there. Grab those robots. Okay. Need power poles, beacons, assemblers. Productivity modules. Darn it. Not a productivity modules. I just realized accumulators don't get productivity modules. Nope. No productivity modules. Nor with radars. Could put speed modules in them. Well, I'm guessing we won't need to do that. I'm thinking we're just going to be fine without doing that. But there's certainly space for them if we need them. So we can dump off productivity modules. We won't need them. We will need those. We need those and those. Okay, so let's shift right click that and start doing the chess. Sorry, this suit is really slow, but there's 4 fusion reactors in it. Only 2 exoskeletons. And even then, it really can't charge very fast. Kind of have to be careful. It's the first chest you shift click on. you're not actually shift clicking a power pole, because that'll actually remove all its power connections. Like that. You gotta replace the pole. Ugh, and then I just took the beacon, which I didn't want to do. I'm trying to take the pole. It didn't work. There's. So our chest there should be ready. So accumulators, I believe, only stack to 50. So that's the same as ore. I believe so. We need to set this accumulators to 167. Let's pull up my calculator to double check that. But 2,000 divided by 12 is 166.6. So yeah. Assuming I have the stack size correct in my head. We set there. And then, what side is this attached? There we go, right here. To a RoboPort, which in this case is set correctly. Accumulators, output accumulators. And then that inputs to here, which is getting the red wire from the chest, plus the green wire from that, and outputting that. So as one, we could have it output as accumulators, since we're unlikely to ever have a second outpost of that. Okay, so almost done. We could probably switch armors again, even though we have a little bit more to do. Drop those off. How are we on signals? Let's take another stack of chain signals. Let's just do it like so. Not going to need a whole lot of chain or rail signals there on the way out. What we need a few. On the side, we're not likely to have a whole lot of trains going out at once. But that will do. And then this. Chain signal there. Rail signal for those coming in that way. I should set a waypoint here. I don't think so. I mean, waypoints are for like major intersections, major routing. I mean, we could always come back and add one. All right, so kind of change my mind on this one. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, so one of these will be our actual station. You know, and if we did that, I'm gonna have to create another entrance over there. It's kind of funky looking, but it will work. Shoot. The concern I have is that trains coming into the stacker, they might come this way, but I think that's a risk I'm going to take at the moment. So I only want 3 trains for the fuel. We can do our own a little bit longer in case someday we come in here with a really long train. Alright, so accumulators. Do I call them solar panels? No, I just call them SP. I don't suppose I have like an AC for accumulators or for something. You know, AO accumulators. Station. AC station. Then let's name this AC accumulators. So I'm going to spell that right. Yep. Sabi Lord Atavan. That's pretty funny. Hoping for a already powered location. We'll do that. Okay. Couple provider chests. So insert is whoops, wrong direction. Those and the station. Station enable everything equals 0. And change the station name. Train fuel unload. Alright. Now we should have a train on the way. I think we're done. Actually, we're not. We have to set up a few trains. Where did I put up? Are they all on me? They must all be on me. And we kind of need that train fuel to get going. So, oh. No, we already set those. Good. So we need 1 iron train And 2 battery trains, and we already have 1 battery train. Let's make sure these aren't enabled, or enabled disabled, basically. And let's disable, where's the combinator, or constant combinator, disable that one, so that light's always green. Let's make this AC load. Just do top here, AC iron. And AC batteries load. And I already got some of that train fuel in. Wasn't even paying attention, usually. Right. So, batteries. Let's change the station to BT then, so it matches. You can't double click words, so well. BT. That way when I do search on BT, I do BT load, inventory full, and then AC BT unload, inventory empty. And we'll shift right click it and then send it on its way. Then we'll grab the one in batteries. Shift left click it. And now it's on its way. And then we need one iron train. Kind of realize this is quite the iron rich that our accumulators are. Iron for this would be pretty smooth and fast. I mean, it's here too. Let's see how we're doing. In the south, 300,000. In the north, 300,000. So we'll get our iron from the south. Iron. South, inventory full, and then AC, iron and load, inventory empty, automatic, and then set up one accumulator train, so we're ready to go. And first set of accumulators show up. I mean, when we're ready for them, when we're doing satellites. Sorry, I pushed the mute key. Neighbor car going got by, kind of slow, kind of loud. All right, so that's accumulators. We could probably do radars right next to it to kind of cover up a few things, though. Could do accumulator radars here, but we need to head back to base. I need to get rid of all this junk. I suppose we got another train car ready to go and all that. I just Put that there. Grab all that and then put it in the front one. Alright, then we'll go to tune. Maybe a second. Let's pop that. When we get back, we don't have to do it. Okay. I'll grab some of that track for myself. Or the bots take it all. Is that iron yet? Nope. It's batteries, batteries, batteries. Yeah. Like I said, we had plenty of batteries on hand. Just could use more signals in here. There's a bunch missing. See how long that train has to wait for the previous train to move? It can come all the way up to here. Back there it had to wait a whole train length. Did I remove... Maybe I put that radar in the wrong place, because that's dark right there. Alright, so we basically need to do that process all over again. Stack of those, speed modules, inserters, chess, whoops, wrong chess. Speed modules, beacons. I have 400 productivity models. Don't need so many. In fact, I don't need any. Realize because radars can't use productivity modules. Let's dump those. Now we could use the efficiency ones and lower our power needs. It's a thought. I don't really ever consider that. Anyway, so we do need a ton of speed modules. How many again? 300. It's 200. Inserters, we can do those. Do beacons. And thought I just clicked on. Yeah, but I didn't know that's what I clicked on, and I don't need 150 of those. Chests we're going to need though. How many beacons we got? 84. 12. We have 300 speed modules. That's enough. 150 each of chests. roboports. And let's grab a half stack of stations. We are going to need to make... Oh, I realize we're building the wrong one. We are building the wrong one. We need one that takes 3 items, because radars take 3 items. Plate, gears, and circuits. Rather expensive buggers. So let's copy a red circuit build. For that. It's probably similar. 300 speed modules, good. No, I need 300 inserters. Stick an extra stack because it's 398. It's rather close. All right, 200 and 150 of providers. 250. Power poles. Alright, we just need bots, it looks like. Oh, no, it says 103 assemblers, so we definitely need another stack. We have all the roboports. Let's see, bots. Same thing here, pick up another train. Just connect that one. We are going to need to set up 3 trains, right? 4 trains probably technically. And maybe 2 iron trains since it's pretty iron heavy. I mean, half second per tick of this thing, so it'll crank out radars like crazy. But it's definitely going to be iron hungry compared to the other things. So 2, 3, 4, 5 new trains. It's a lot of trains. 1, 2, 3. I need 20. It's 20. 5, 10. that's 15 and 20 for 5 new trains. Wait, 5 times 4 is 20, right? Yes, that should be good. Let's dump some of those though. Come back for those a little bit. I mean, they're not dump, they're on my train. Alright, we are building that. Where did we say we were building that? Here. So SE1 to west. SE1 to west, circuit condition, go. All right, we actually did that first accumulator build quite fast, under an hour. That's pretty impressive. So we have 3 sulfuric acid trains, that's good. Those batteries continuing to do 500,000. I would say that's good. It's kind of crazy if you ask me. I didn't think I'd ever build a batteries outpost. But glad we did. I'm sure it's going to help. Alright, where am I? Ooh, train on my tail. And he might not get to move for a little bit. Suppose we can go around the corner with this guy. Manual. Where's that train going? Yeah, good thing I went slow. Where's that train going? Good. I think this is actually going straight. Man, this one busy intersection. Got another train coming. Is he going to stop? Nope. Sheesh. Man, another train coming. Where are you? Yellow. Goodness gracious. Alright. Similar situation to before. Signals there. Probably need one further up. That one didn't have it. So it's just old section of my track, doesn't have evenly spaced signals. So to get an idea, the same situation kind of as before. This one we could kind of maybe plan for. Oops. Right. Oops. roughly like so. That's right. Somewhat. 300K coal being covered. It's like so. And give us a little spare room. We need something like so. Can't quite bring in the train yet. Stop, 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 stop. All right. A bit more track. this a little better. That's probably better. That. Which is better. Kind of wish there was a spot for that, but we should make that all one section. Grab all this stuff. Get it going. Is that everything? We're missing some stuff. There we go. Might as well change that out. Standing around. Okay. Shift right click one of these. You guys want to shift right. You want to copy from ones that have the high crafting speed so that they all have the same. If you copy from one that has low crafting speed, like near the edge where there's less beacons, the ones in the middle won't have enough supplies. The way it's factored is how much something can be produced in like 30 seconds. Oops. Or how many things of that thing can be produced in 30 seconds, and it takes into account crafting speed. So when you do this, you want to make sure you have power. So all the beacons are activated. Probably could have my other armor on now, but we're almost done with this. What? 3,000? Holy smokies. Alright, maybe I'm going to do that manually. That's that's 1/4 of a iron train per chest. And of course the chest can't hold all that. Where did it come up with that number? Is that really? I mean, crafting speed 6 plus 400%. Let's just kind of figure this out in our head. All right, in 1 second, 20 iron times 30 is nowhere near. 20 times 30 is 600. 600, I suppose, plus 400%. Saying 3.7, I still think that's off. Maybe it is, isn't. That's way too much. We can't have it requesting that much. A chest can only hold, depending on stack size, roughly 4,800. Let's switch armor before I go reset all those. We can't do that. I'm not even going to do half. The bots are just going to have to work harder. Let's set this to 4,500. Or 450, I mean. 450. Same here, 450. Gosh, even 900 is a lot per chest. Let's do 250. 250. 250. And 500. That's still ridiculous, in my opinion. But it's way less ridiculous than what it was. I mean, literally, the bots wouldn't be able to keep up with that. This is literally way overkill. Alright, train on the way. Listening to my stream, you're going to hear trains. Like a 3-hour stream, there would be like anywhere from 3 or 4 trains that go by. Wouldn't seem like you need a lot of signals here, but we'll place our stations in here, and let's do this. Dink, dink, dink. Our fuel station and our personal train station. There's a reason I always put the fuel train on the outside. It's because it comes whipping in here real fast, and if I'm having to cross. Say I put it here for, and this one for my, I could get ran over. So less chance of accidents. Radar, RD. RD station. RD station. Circuit. Go. Alright, let's add a power station. Let's do it here then. Couple of provider chests. Some inserters. Connect those together. Enable everything equals 0. Oops, and now set the station name. Train fuel. Upload. Let's pull up you. Grab you and then go back to RD station. Dink. Alright. Let's grab all this. I think we're done. We just need to build trains. So we'll do RD iron and load in the middle since it requires so much. Oops. Did I not put a capital U? No, I did not. Just to be consistent. And then change this one to gears. Gears, load, and GC unload. All right. Let's do bots first. So when the fuel train arrives, we'll get some. And we will iron load south. Very full. RD, iron unload. Very empty. Copy you, and where's our fuel? I was hoping to get here by now. He might already be on another run. Actually, he's kind of close. That's him, and if he makes a right turn, he's coming right to us. Right. Oh, I need a RoboPort to talk to. That. And you'll come back here. Turn the wrong way. It's set to like 30 seconds if it, or no, 5 seconds of inactivity. If it doesn't go to unload, then it runs. Hey, you can go away now. How much fuel do you got? How much fuel's over there? None. We'll snag up your fuel. Okay. Because the iron outpost will have fuel as well. No pathing. This. Let's just think. Let's fix this. This is radars, right? Radars. Radars. And each +0 output radar. Okay. This is gears. All right. Gears. Load. All right, full. Radar, gears, unload. Inventory empty. Go. GC load. Actually, let's look at this southern outpost. 480,000. All right. GC load south. All right, full. And then RD. GC load inventory empty. Okay. And we just need our radar train itself. Oh, sighted. Gosh. Big long chain of events to do this. Add this. Already. Did we not name this one? Nope. Wrong one. Already load. Why is it red? Oh, because these are set to enable, disable. Question I have is, did this other iron train get screwed up? Does it have iron on it? Yes. All right, let's go to already iron unload. Keep some gears. Now, even though we have, what, 4 supply trains, it's probably going to be like way so many. Way plenty. Though we haven't gotten any circuits yet, so we don't have anything made. But let's say RD radar, tag. Okay, and I'm gonna move that. Kind of hard to read there. Alright, more fuel incoming. Okay, so we literally could start working on our satellite build. Second, somebody's doing something with sound like right outside my door. Nope, it's across the way. We got our circuits. So we've already got over 1,600 radars built. Look at that, just cranking them. All right. Check out this copper. This train has nowhere else to go. Where's this at? Oh, yes. Kind of ugly build. Wouldn't mind using up all that copper, but it's kind of all over the place. And there's plenty to be held elsewhere. It's also kind of spread out. should do one of those. It's not working. Because you got to keep the ore coming in. The station gets low, you need to get more stuff for it. I feel like little crumb stations. Alright, let's do it. That way we can stop staring at it. So probably go to right there in 33 south. It's like one of my original uraniums still being mined. This is like a big $1 million or million plus uranium. And as my productivity continues, it's just like goes forever. And so if I did that, copper would probably just come straight down, right? In here. I mean, it'd be a left turn. Not really can do much about that. Let's add some signals in here. Sure that train doesn't run me over. Stopping. Lack of signals through this track. Well, it is what it is. All right. This could support 2 trains. I mean, it's 2 million, another 2 million, another 3 million, 10 million, 1 million. I mean, you're like, no, that's really 200,000. Yeah, you look at my bonus percentage of plus 950%, and you go, oh, nope, I guess he's right. So, make sure I don't leap in front of a train. That would snub my idea of a good time. I should have done this over here. So it's not too late to turn around. I need to change my mind on that. And well, considering I might be able to stick a third train in here, let's add a few signals to maybe facilitate that. Change that to copper ore. 34. Okay, guess we're gonna need some power. Could bring it from down there. We're going to need a bunch to, in fact, that might be too many. It's a little fun to set this little thing up. Yeah, it's a little funky setup. It looks like everything's covered. Guess we need power connected. All right, that's one. And turns out we got power right there. Guess we're wonder if I should stretch this. If we end up having enough roboports, we'll bring it back. Over here. Maybe. Can I do both in one? Nope. It doesn't matter if I do that then. more ports left. Might be able to create a couple more. Start working on them. Maybe it wasn't in the right spot. Kind of thought I needed one right there. I mean, here, but that's not copper. We'll need one there, though. Okay, so that should say 100 logistic. It does. All right, so that's everything. Now let's add that to yarn. Just kind of get as far walking as possible. It's 1, 2, 3. This last one's going to be the tricky one. 4. And can I get this other one in there? Where's it? Yes. You're right. So how many more of these do we have? Just one. We needed that one anyways, didn't we? Okay. Still hasn't told me the yarn thing. So even though it says 1.9 million, it's really 19 million. Copper 69. And 3 west. And this guy. And 69. Copper ore inventory full. And add a weight condition. And I'm assuming it's still got copper in there, yeah. And then we'll check wherever this other copper is. How's this doing? Because we added another train to it the other day. And it seems to be doing fine, 98, 96%. Even though it's got like 4 trains coming in. Iron station's a little beleaguered for however many iron trains coming in. 3. That's okay. This is just straight up iron ore here. How many trains coming here? 3, but it's a lot more stronger. 67 million yet. Let's take one of the iron trains from this. What's the station's at? 76. Inventory full, and delete this one. Alright, that train's probably waiting to get in here. We're down here. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call this an episode. I'm going to play Assassin's Creed for a few days. We got quite a bit accomplished today. We got 2 new outposts, the radar outpost and the accumulators outpost. We have on hand 70,000 accumulators. Radar's probably ridiculous. Only 20,000 so far, but that's still quite a bit. And then it's still, I mean, it is a lot. 20,000 radars. And, you know, a new copper mine. And so we will call this. Really appreciate your watching, tuning in. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching, and I'm Dune checking out.